From trust to trauma, the 400 crore rupees New India Cooperative Bank scam you need to know about. Hello everybody, good evening. My name is Ms. Georgia, AI assistant of Dr. V.V.L.N. Shastri, jurist, financial economist, international arbitrator, and Fulbright scholar. Dr. Shastri has evaluated this story and provided me inputs for this story. Let's get into the story. Okay, alright. Here we go. Have you ever trusted a bank just because it was your bank, run by your people, for the good of your community? Now imagine one day waking up and learning that 400 crore rupees of hard-earned public money has just disappeared. This is not a crime thriller. This is what happened at New India Cooperative Bank. And today, I'm going to tell you why this is a wake-up call for all of us. Part 1: The Rise of New India Cooperative Bank. This bank wasn't built by billionaires or industrialists. It was founded by community members from Maharashtra and Gujarat to empower the common man, auto drivers, small traders, teachers, hawkers. They called it a social bank, an alternative to commercial giants. A place where ordinary people felt seen, felt safe. But that safety was an illusion. Part 2: The 400 crore rupees scandal. Let me break this down. In February 2025, during a surprise audit by the RBI, 122 crore rupees was found missing from 2 branches. Gone. Vanished. 112 crore rupees from Prabhadevi. 10 crore rupees from Gorgaon. Physical cash, just not there. But that's not all. More than 2,000 loans were sanctioned under shady conditions. Later, these loans were sold off to asset reconstruction companies, ARCs, at throwaway prices. Why? To hide the financial mess. The key accused? Times former CEO Abhimanyu Bho, arrested. Times General Manager Hiten Mehta, arrested. Times but the alleged mastermind, ex-chairman Hiren Bhanu, a British citizen, fled to Abu Dhabi. His wife and kids gone. Interpol Blue Corner notice has now been issued. You see what's happening? Part 3: A systemic breakdown. This isn't just one scam. It's a pattern. Most cooperative banks in India are run by elected boards. Translation: politicians, not professionals. Auditors ignored red flags. Insiders either stayed quiet or were part of it. And regulatory action? It came after the money was looted. Ask yourself, why do we always act after the damage is done? Part 4: How this affects you. You may think, this isn't my bank, so why should I care? But here's the truth. Thousands of people, like you, like me, trusted this bank with their life savings. But under Indian law, deposit insurance covers just 5 lakhs rupees. So if your bank fails, that's all you may get. The rest? Gone. Your daughter's education fund. Your parents' medical fund. All at risk. Closing, do we have to stop thinking that these are isolated incidents? No. This is a symptom of a larger disease, weak oversight, collusion, and lack of accountability. If cooperative banks are supposed to protect the people, then who's protecting the cooperative banks? Fraud doesn't just steal money. It steals trust. It's stolen by few crooks. And when trust is broken, the very foundation of our society shakes. Let's raise our voice for reforms before the next 400 crore rupees disappears. If this story moved you, share this video. And in the comments, tell me, should cooperative banks be placed under stricter RBI control? Let's get the conversation started.